Kenya is anticipating a rise in investor interest in its mining sector after hosting the first mining forum in Nairobi. According to the government, the sector could contribute 10% to GDP by 2030 from the current 3.2%. Here's more. Kenya's first ever mining forum held in Nairobi brought together various stakeholders as the government sought to restate its commitment to improving business environment for small and large-scale miners in the country.
The government will now set aside special zones for artisanal mining and also provide permits for miners. This will enable the government and the private sector to now provide services to the sector, as well as provide funding, equipment, and mine services to permit holders. To better support the increased activity in the sector, the government is also investing in the development of enabling infrastructure, from our standard gauge railway to our extensive road network, to ensuring that the ease of doing business and registering companies, to including the expansion activities we have at the port of Mombasa.
Kenya is known to have deposits of titanium, gold, coal, copper, manganese and rare earths, but the exact amounts of these minerals remains unknown. To that end, the government has committed a 3 billion Kenya shillings airborne survey to map out all minerals within the country.
So what we've done is to put up a team of 16 Kenyan geologists, top geologists in the country, to start the process of putting the terms of reference and the technical issues around coming up with an airborne survey. But in the process, that's like 3 months ago, they said that they can't, they need the support of an international consultant who can help them design the right terms of reference, specifications, and drive this project to logical conclusion to get the right technical expertise and the contractor to do the job. So what we've done right now, we have put up that tent. We put that tent almost 1.5 months ago for the consultant. And I am glad to report the country that we got 17 international bidders who are interested to become just a consultant to work with 16 top geologists.
The current optimism in the nascent sector is fueled by enactment of a new mining law in May this year. The Mining Act 2016 clarifies contentious issues in the sector, such as recognition of smallholder miners and revenue sharing mechanisms among the national government, county governments and local communities.
Now, for most of Kenya, we're still at the exploration and discovery stage, which is why this new act is perfectly timed. What do you see on that graph? I mean, the basic word is opportunity. There is significant opportunity in Kenya. It's just a case of grasping it. With that opportunity, though, is a partnership with Kenya as a country. And what we as a country are trying to do is to make sure that that partnership is beneficial, both for the investor and for Kenya as a whole. Kenya as a whole being both your individual, your local communities, all the way up to central government, where it can be shared equitably across the country. Under our old act, we had a whole host of mining leases, special mining permits, etc. It was all slightly opaque. Different people doing the same operations had different kinds of licenses. Under the new act, small scale, large scale, easy to determine, depends purely upon your amount being extracted and your surface area. If you fall in one or the other, you have certainty on what you have to do.
According to the Kenya Industrial Transformation Program, capital expenditures in the mining industry are growing at 10% every year in East Africa. Kenya, as a regional hub, is targeting to provide at least 70% of mining services to neighboring countries, with an estimated value at stake of $1 billion annually on the back of a double-digit growth the sector continues to register.
The second highest growth sector in Kenya today is not fisheries, tourism, it's actually mining at 14.7%. on an average of 5.6%. So we are where things are happening. So you guys are very smart and visionary people, because this is where the money is going to be made. Okay? And this ministry is about that, creating jobs, creating wealth.
We will be careful as government to make sure that as we make it possible for investors to invest in our country, and we will go out of our way as government to ensure that we protect the interests of investors. But with equal zeal, we will ensure that nobody takes advantage of the Kenyan public. It has to be a win-win arrangement.